Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So STR VEGITO Blue is here. We have his full EZA. I think this guy potentially could be pretty good. Now, I probably should have shown this in the Hidden Potential system before, but you can get exclusive EX skill orbs for VEGITO Blue, right? Now, we got a number of these, as you guys can see. Bronze, we got a plus 500 skill orb. Silver is giving him plus 1,000 defense. So he's getting 500 defense bronze, 1,000 defense silver, and then 1,500 defense from gold. So VEGITO Blue is getting a lot of additional defense. I think this is going to help this guy out. Remember, he's still stacking defense on his 12 key. He builds up with each attack he does. I think that this EZA VEGITO Blue, especially with all this extra defense from his equips, I think he's going to be pretty solid. This is probably the best free-to-play unit in the game. Okay. So we're here turn 1. We are on a 200% leader skill. He's getting a 200% leader skill here from Vegeta and Trunks because he's on the Future Saga category, and then he's on Battle of Fate. This guy is not on the LR Gods 200% leader skill because this VEGITO Blue does not do the Kamehameha. He doesn't have the Kamehameha, so he's not on that category. All right, so this opening turn, we actually can't get the 18 key super attack. This is going to be pretty uncommon, I think. Most of the times, I feel like you're going to be getting VEGITO Blue's 18 key non-stop because he gets a lot of key from his passive. You get up to 10 key, depending upon how low your HP is from his passive. Then you also have a medium chance, a 30% chance of getting 5 key from his passive. And you also get 2 key if there's another Future Saga ally in the same turn. So we're going to be building up key very fast typically with this VEGITO. So we're at 173k right at the start. Let's see how we do. Let's see how high this defense gets up to. Let's see how impressive he can look. Double Vegeta and Trunks right at the start here. Not the greatest opener for him, but it's okay. Remember that his damage and his defense are going to go way up as he's doing super attacks as well, right? Because he gets 10% attack and defense with each super attack performed up to that max of 50%, the extra buff. So VEGITO Blue, I think, is going to be able to really, really have very impressive damage and defense. Again, as the fight goes on, there's going to be a little bit of like Namek Goku, Tech VB, one of these type of characters where if he's getting these additional supers over and over and over, like he's going to be a god. But like, I think we could easily have turns where we're not getting all the additional supers with him, right? Or not turns, but like we could have fights, right? Like we could be going up against, say, Red Zone Omega, and then we're never getting additional supers, and he could get killed. Just the same way again, like Namek Goku, Tech VB. Off the top of my head, what's another one of those characters? I can't think of, like, I don't know, something like Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku's kind of same way, where you're just hoping for these additional supers to come through, right? If you get 3 supers with these characters, oftentimes they're ridiculous, all of them. But, like, if they just do a super and then a bunch of normals, right, that's going to be unfortunate. Now, we weren't able to see it on the last turn. We will be able to see it here, though. So right here, VEGITO Blue. Oh, I should go over his link set. So his link set, right, is Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods. That is Power Bestowed by God. Prepared for Battle, Fuse Fighter, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. So, it's like, I mean, the thing about him, I guess we could run, like, LR Goku Black and Zamasu on the team, run LR Fusion Zamasu. VEGITO Blue is going to share, links with those characters. The one thing that's unfortunate for VEGITO Blue, I think, is the fact that he does not have, Fierce Battle. I think that's kind of a bummer, right? That he's not a Fierce Battle character. Okay, so this is going to be a good turn for him. So his defense has jumped up to 239k. We also do have Shattering the Limit now active as well, right? Which does give 5% defense. All right, so this is going to be 24 key right here for VEGITO Blue. When he does his 18 key super, he does a guaranteed additional. That is a high chance of being an additional super attack. So it could be very easy where, you're fighting Red Zone Omega, turn 1, you could triple super, or at least you could double. I think double supering with regularity is something you're going to see. Because the additional is a 50% chance to be a super, right? as opposed to like the 30% chance for Namegoku, the 30% chance for Tech Vegito Blue. So that'll allow LR Vegito Blue to get them off a little bit more. All right, 4.59. This is without support. This is just him and his links. So we do that right there. We didn't get the additional super. Okay, one more. And we didn't get it either. Okay, brother. Here we go. All right, yeah, LR Vegito Blue. Yeah, to see him at his best, it's probably not going to be here with me. Because typically, I don't have the good luck for these characters. Damn it, dude. Come on. Dude, this Vegito, man, he better get us some additionals. He has a 50% chance. It's not the 30% like a lot of these other characters, right? Like, he's got a 50% chance. Vegito needs to come through. And that was how he was buffed, by the way. Vegito Blue was buffed recently, his EZA. And one of the major things they did was they turned his additional super attack chance. It went from 30% to 50%. I do think that is a fairly substantial difference. Okay, so his defense should have still gone up here a little bit. Let me go ahead and see. So we're up to 249k. I would like STR Vegito to potentially like transform for us. That could help us get more like, you know, links active for Vegito Blue. Like, essentially, Vegito Blue's best linking partner is to transform STR Vegito, but I guess we do have to actually take damage. And we're probably, this event, I don't think is probably going to be able to do damage to us to actually transform with that STR Vegito. All right, let's see what we get right here. Hopefully, Vegito can, again, triple super for us, give us lots of stacks. Right, I'd like to see his defense looking at a good level. I think a lot of this guy, when it comes to, like, difficult content... Okay, there we go. We got the additional super. Beautiful. A lot of this guy, when it comes to difficult content, Red Zone Omega, Bojack, these types of characters... Nice. Triple super. There we go. Is if he could do this, like, turn 1, it's going to be really substantial, right? Because he's getting the stack on his 12 key, right? It is a... It's a 20% attack and offensive stack when he stacks. And he does lower attack on his 12 key, which could be good for Red Zone Omega as well. And then on his 18 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. So it's a 50% buff. So keep in mind that whatever Vegito's defense is, you can get 50% from his 18 key super attack effect when he supers like that, right? And then now, I believe we've now done 5 supers, so his passive is going to be fully built up as well. So Vegito should be looking pretty good on this next turn, actually. All right, let's just quickly get through this turn. I would like to take damage. Maybe I should have put B-Pan in slot 1 right there to try and take a little bit of damage. She would still cut the damage this Vegeta does down by a lot, though. It's going to be tough to take damage to transform into LR Vegito. I guess it doesn't really matter, right, the Super Vegito? Because it's like LR Vegito Blue does still link up like well enough with, say, Vegeta and Trunks, right, with Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, and Legendary Power, that is really good enough. I probably, when it comes to this future Saga team, I probably would run this LR Vegito Blue over Tech VB as well. Tech VB, I think, could easily end up doing more damage, but it's based on the amount of super attacks he gets. I feel like more often than not, LR Vegito Blue will probably be a little bit better in difficult content. Let's see what his defense looks like on this next turn, right? Because oftentimes I've found with a team like this, we could be fighting Red Zone Omega until maybe like turn like 10 or so, 11, 12, something like that. All right, so turn 7, he's up to 500k defense. And he gets 50% from his 12 key super attack effect. So he already, this is turn 7. We didn't have really good luck with additionals until turn 5, though. So, I mean, this level of defense we easily could have had on, like, turn 5. And he already would have been tanking, like, this level he's at is easily enough to tank Red Zone Omega's normals. I believe at this level he would also tank AGL Red Zone Broly's normals. I believe Vegito would tank double digits right here. Super attack would kill him. Oh, the cord, I guess. I might cut, because I've been having extreme issues with the cord lately when it disconnects. But Vegito at this level, again, he's already at the point where I believe he would be able to survive. Basically all the normal attacks of those bosses would be kicking in. So, okay. This is with support. We do have Goku Black support up. Not really the greatest in terms of links, only Prepare for Battle and Legendary Power, but that's fine. Alright, so let's see how we do. Let's do this right here. This will get us our 18 key. We are pretty much safe to go for that 18 key now. I do think the way to build him is definitely full additional. He does disable enemy guard when there's a Future Saga category enemy, so like I guess that is good, but like I mean obviously that's not a substitute for crits or something like that. But I think full additional to maximize this guy's defense is definitely the way to go, right? For LR Vegito Blue, we want him to be getting as many additionals as possible. That's more important for him, getting the extra defense. All right, so there's that additional for me. No, just a normal. One more. Just a normal again. Yeah, that's... I mean, this is, like, typically these types of characters, the experience I get with them. Damn it, this sucks. We actually are in range to fuse with Vegito next turn, but I think B-Pan might heal up and fumble this force. Oh, that was a lot of damage right there. Perfect. Okay. Let me do this. Let me just not get same type orbs. I will actually be able to fuse into, Super Vegito. Beautiful. So we'll have like a lot of these links activated right here. Oh, damn, B-Pan actually took more damage from that Vegeta than I thought she would. That's all right. And we'll kind of see what Vegito Blue's looking like. So let me know what you guys think. I think that there's a lot of turns where this Vegito Blue might look like the best free-to-play unit in the game. I mean, he's only really competing right now with, I think, the LR Ginyu Force characters. And Vegito definitely gets much higher defense. I feel like I want to say Vegito is the best defensive, or the best free-to-play unit in the game. Damage-wise, he needs to build up to it, but he could definitely get above the Ginyu Force units. The thing about the Ginyu Force LRs that's so good about them is the way they function so well with Ginyu himself and Rikumen Goldo and stuff like that. Although Vegito does work great on this team, though, so... Okay, so we have a very nice little... Oh my god, I could do Kid Gohan's active skill, too. Can I? Could I pop Kid Gohan's active and then still fuse with Super Vegito? Because we could get the Kid Gohan active skill buff to buff him up a little bit. I'm going to use Kid Gohan's active skill first, because we might... No, because... No, we wouldn't. No. He would heal... What does he heal? 30%? I think I could actually pop this. Let me pop Kid Gohan's active skill. Damn, still the best OST in the game. Alright, so let's take a look. So now he's up to 674. I will certainly take that. We have everything activated except for Shattering the Limit and Warrior Gods right here. Yeah, Vegito is looking pretty good here. 674k. I'll definitely take that. Damage should be pretty good right here. I think he's probably going to finish God Vegeta off. We're probably not going to get stacks. But remember, every 12-key super attack we do with him, he's not just stacking his defense. He is stacking his attack as well. And then don't forget, so we saw what his defensive number was right there. Remember that he's getting 50% from his 18-key super, and then he's still getting those 20% from his 12-key super as well. So it's like the defensive numbers Vegito was at was even higher than the numbers we were seeing right there. We just put Vegeta and Trunks right there. Yeah, so he's looking pretty good. I actually do think this Vegito is going to be good enough to help in some of these red zone fights. It certainly helps that the Future team is as strong as it is, right? Like, I can go into the Future Saga team. We bring Vegeta and Trunks. We could have Goku Black and Zamasu. We could have LR Fusion Zamasu, right? We have all these very powerful characters. Now, LR STR Vegito Blue, I think he's going to work very good on there as well. Do I like him outright better than Tech Vegito Blue? I think I do. Because the additionals, man, is going to be very good. I think the first, like, 2 turns, chances are Vegito's not going to be that impressive, because he does need to build up that multiplicative buff of his, where he gets the 10% attack and defense with each super attack performed. That is going to be very important for how this Vegito Blue is going to look, for sure. But, like, once you get those up, like, he is going to be looking, I think, really, really, really impressive. Okay, so let's see what we get on this next turn. What is our defense looking like here? Of course, we have all those links active with STR Super Vegito. So we're at 489 right here. This is with no support. He's essentially at 500k defense. Again, remember, he gets the 50% for the turn from his 18 key, which we'll go ahead and hit right there. So, yeah, I would say that this boy is looking quite impressive. Let's see what this turn is going to look like. And then next turn, we'll pop LRB Pan's active skill, and we'll see what type of damage we can get for our boy LR Vegito Blue. So 7.23 right there. That's without support again. And then he could do additionals like this. Yeah. He's okay. Yeah, he's pretty good. He does have to build up to it, sure, right? But he's got that in him. Like turn 1, like the Ginyu Force characters, I think would definitely be stronger. But like once you get a couple of those super attacks in for the multiplicative buff, I think Vegito Blue is gonna quickly surpass them. The links are gonna be good. Yeah, I like this guy. I think they actually did help him quite a bit. It's very subtle changes, right? Like the additional being stronger is good, but more importantly, that I think that like extra buff he gets actually leads to him getting some really impressive damage numbers. All right, let's make sure we don't die on this turn. Oh, that's a nice super attack in slot 3 there, buddy. Nice, lovely, lovely. Here, let's do that. I would prefer not to kill Vegeta right here. I don't think we will. Yeah, we should be good. All right, so we'll get this turn done right here. We'll pop this next turn. I'll probably do like one more run with Vegito. But I'm pretty impressed with him. I feel like he looks solid, right? Like he's definitely going to be a unit that could help you out in some of this difficult content. Judging by the way LR Fusion Zamasu was built, I was sort of wondering like if we might get like a new difficult content that's like very, very, very long, because Zamasu has abilities that seemingly you can't activate even in the red zone because you just have to get hit so many times. So I do wonder if there would be like some super long event. Obviously this type of Vegito Blue would be very impressive in that event, because red zone, a lot of times I feel like you're probably going to see like turn 10 to 15 somewhere around there, probably for a lot of these tougher red zone fights. But what if we had a fight that lasted 30 turns or something like that, right? Okay, so this is an outrageous turn for Vegito Blue. We could do this. I'll pop a double King Yama right here. Both Vegitos are going to be absolutely wild right here. Okay, so let's pop B-Pan's active skill. And then let's let the Vegitos go to town. I think Blue Vegeta is definitely dead right here, right? Like he's donezo for sure. Oh, the key. I can't get to 24 key though, because we're at full health, can I? How much key do we get? I mean, it's going to be high. Yeah, we're going to be just shy of 24 key, though. Damn, that does suck. Okay, let's see what we get on this turn from Vegito Blue. With the B-Pan active skill buff, it's going to give him some additional damage. Again, not quite at 24 key, but that's okay. All right, let's see what Vegito does. And he gets up to 9.33 right there. Okay, okay. With very high defenses. Remember, he would be able to live Blue Vegeta's super attack at this point. And then there is an additional super at 6 million. Nice. I like him. Man, I do like this LR Vegito Blue. He seems pretty solid to me. Okay. I think we'll do like another run. Just, sort of showing what this guy's capable of doing. And we'll take him into some red zone fights, right? We'll go use Vegito Blue going up against, whatchamacallit? Red Zone Omega, Red Zone Broly. And we'll see if Vegito Blue is able to hold up in those really, really difficult fights. I'm gonna let this turn play out. I want to see how Super Vegito does. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Anytime that screen lights up for a crit, you just have 80 health bars going away. Look at this damage he does. Okay, this one's not a crit. And dude, the damage, it's like a 1.6 million damage difference right there between a crit and a non-crit. When this guy gets all these counters and they're critting like this, like, he is taking off, like, 80 health bars from these bosses. It gets really wild. Okay, why don't we play the Father-Son Galagan right here? Why not, right? Get this animation in here as well? Might as well. Alright guys, let's get another quick run in and see how our boy Vegito Blue looks. So, I mean, we could get 223k turn 1. Obviously, that's not good, but, like, say we triple supered, and, you know, he builds up 30% of his 50% buff from his passive, then he's getting the 50% buff from his 18 key, and then the stacks from his 12 key. Even turn 1, I think Vegito Blue, like, he could tank, say, the first phase of Red Zone Omega, or Red Zone Broly, or something like that. I do think this guy is very substantial. Like, this... I'm leaning towards this Vegito Blue actually being the best free-to-play unit in the game. I think I would. I do think he's that good. The stacking is very good. And it's like the way he works where all these super attacks are giving him defense. It's like that really helps these characters' potential, right? I always say it's very important when these units are having like 30% buffs at least from, you know, raise defense for one turn on their super attack effect is very powerful. Like, just having that is super good, right? Okay, so we'll get a couple of turns and we'll finish up. And then again, I think we'll go ahead and take our boy into... We'll fight Red Zone Broly and Red Zone Omega. Certainly, Vegito is going to be helped out by the fact that he's on the Future team, which, just like the core of the Future team, is like a top 5 team in the game currently, or even higher, because it's like Fusion, Zamasu, Vegeta, and Trunks, and LR Goku Black and Zamasu. All 3 of them, I think, are top 5 characters overall in the game. Right, so it's like you're running a team with all of them, and it is very difficult to get taken out, even by Red Zone bosses, right? Like, you're in a really good spot. Then you add Vegito Blue to the mix, who links up well with all 3 of those LRs, right? He has Fuse Fighter and Legendary Power with Fusion Zamasu. He's got Prepare for Battle and Legendary Power with Goku Black and Zamasu. And then he's got Super Saiyan Prepare for Battle and Legendary Power with Vegeta and Trunks, right? So it's like we have a lot of these top characters that Vegito can slide in, and he shares some good links with, for sure. And Ki probably won't be an issue for him most of the time, if ever. Okay, so this is a decent turn. Yeah, dude, this is turn 2. This is a second turn. Look at his defense, right? Like, remember, he gets 50% from his 18 key. Like, I feel like on this second turn right here, he's actually potentially in range right here, I think, to tanking, like, Omega's normals. Because, remember, you know, he's going to get at least 1 super attack, so he's going to get an extra, you know, part of his passive buff, plus the 50% from his 18 key. I think by his second turn, with 2 super attacks by his second turn, I think he's in tanking Omega range, right? Just because of the, like, all the different ways he's getting defense and buffs from 12 key, 18 key, and then just from doing super attacks overall. So yeah, this Vegito Blue is definitely, I would say, a very, very good character. You know, we could be greedy and say they even could have made him a little bit better, for sure. But I think defensively, having the extra, you know, 3,000 defense he's getting from his potential orbs, I think is going to make a really, really, really big deal towards this guy being incredibly effective in difficult content, right? I do think that's the best way to take advantage of this Vegito, by the way, is giving him the full defensive equips. I feel like it is actually really important. It'll help bring out, again, I think his full potential of running him safely and smoothly in some of these really, really difficult stages that you could do. Overall, I think this guy looks pretty good, this Vegito Blue. I mean, remember, he is on a 200% leader skill, right? So, of course, if we take him off of that and we just run him on, say, you know, the Fuse Fighter team or something like that, he'll be a little worse. But this is a character I could see myself bringing on a lot of these tough fights. I think they did a pretty good job with him, actually, seriously. Alright guys, this is All or Nothing, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. His leader skill is Super Class Key 4 and 120% stats. His 12 key super attack is the Vegito Sword, which stacks attack and defense by 20%, does colossal damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack. Lower attack could be useful in some Super Battle Road stages, or of course, the first phase of like Broly and Omega. Vegito's 18 key super attack, the God Impact, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn by 50%, does mega colossal damage to the enemy, so that's good. The 50% defense on his 18 key will be very helpful for sure once you've stacked up a reasonable amount. His passive skill, Godly Fusion Power, so he gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 10% attack and defense with each super attack performed up to a max of 50%. That is a very substantial buff. I think that's going to help his stats out quite a bit as you get those super attacks off. So the first turn, he certainly can look unimpressive, but like if you get in a quick triple super or a double super, right, at the very least, your additional is a 50% chance, which is, you know, the next part of his passive, right? So he raises ki by up to 10, less HP remaining, the greater the ki boost. He also has a medium chance, a 30% chance of 5 ki. And then he launches an additional attack that has a high chance of 50% chance of being a super when performing an 18 key super attack. So it is written the way we want it, where it's a guaranteed additional, and then it has a chance to be a super. That means we will proc his hidden potential system additional super much more often than if it was written as just a guaranteed additional super, right? Like Namek Goku, for example, in slot 2 and 3, it's a 30% chance of an additional super, not a normal that has a chance to be a super. It's just a guaranteed additional super, which is why Namek Goku does not super an additional as much as, you know, say like this character is going to additional much more often than Namek Goku is. Then finally, he gets 2 ki and disable enemy guard if there's another future Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. Now, it's going to be very difficult a lot of the times to get the 12 key super attack, but at the very least, you then trigger a 50% chance to get the additional super, you know, to stack up, right? And you're still getting the 50% buff from his 18 key super. So I think that the 50% chance of additional super helps him out a lot, right? Because if you get 2 super attacks in, this guy's defense is going to start to get very, very high. His link set is Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. I think that this guy, just on a virtue of having Prepare for Battle over in a flash, I probably will want to use this guy more than Tech Vegito Blue, oftentimes on these future teams and stuff like that. And then his 12 key multiplier is 150% even as a free-to-play LR, which is good. I think this guy was the first free-to-play LR that had that, right? Most of them don't have 150% 12 keys. And then he gets 200% from his 24 key multiplier. There's probably a few EZAs this guy will be helpful in, like some of the LRs, of course. There's also Physical Vegito Blue, and then the Blue Vegeta and Physical Father-Son Gallic Gun Trunks. He could be useful in that one. And then finally, Vegito Blue has numerous category teams here, right? So he, of course, is on the Patara category team, another buff to this team, which could always use help. He's also over here on the Realm of Gods team, which got some nice buffs during the celebration. Then he's over here on the Future category team, like a top 5 team in the game, practically. Then here, Vegito is on the Time Traveler category team. He also has Final Trump Card. This is going to be getting an Extreme Super Battle Road stage soon, so we'll see how well he can perform in there. He also is on, what is this? This is the Battle of Wits category team right here. Then he also has, I think this is Time Limit, the Time Limit category team, yep. Then right here, he is on Accelerated Battle right here, a very strong team. I'm looking forward to this getting one of these 200% leads for sure, Accelerated Battle, right? Then down here, he's on Battle of Fate. This is how he's getting his 200% leader skill from the Vegeta and Trunks. And then finally, he's down here on the Fuse Fighter category team, the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta team. So let me know what you guys think of LR Vegito Blue EZA. I think he's pretty good. I feel like I am comfortable calling him the best free-to-play unit in the game. I think so. I think the Ginyu Force, they're pretty close, but I feel like this guy will be able to perform a bit better in these red zone stages once you get towards the end, right? Those LR Ginyu Force characters can do very good, but they're definitely getting carried a little bit more by, like, Ginyu and Raccoon and Goldo and stuff like that. But, I mean, to be fair, it's going to be the same thing with this guy, right? Like, Vegeta and Trunks and, you know, Fusions, Zamasu will probably be putting in most of the work. But I think this guy is really quite good. So, let me know what you guys think of EZA LR Vegito Blue. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.